The Stranger Test. Open your book to page 308. Based on this passage, what seems unusual about the stranger? I'm going to reread the first paragraph on page 308. Base your answer of what seems unusual on this paragraph. Mr. Bailey lent the stranger some clean clothes. The fellow seemed confused about buttonholes and buttons. In the evening, he joined the Baileys for dinner. The steam that rose from the hot food fascinated him. He watched Katie take a spoonful of soup and blow gently across it. Then he did exactly the same. Mrs. Bailey shivered. "Brr," she said. "There's a draft in here tonight." There are at least 2 to 3 details that you can include that seem unusual about the stranger. Be sure to use complete sentences with capital letters and punctuation. Number 2. What happens just after the stranger leaves? A. The stranger blows on a leaf. B. The air turns cold and the leaves change color. C. Frost appears on the farmhouse window. Number 3. Why does the stranger leave the Bailey farm? A. He misses his own family. B. He must leave so that fall can come. C. He is well enough to go home. Number 4. At the very beginning of the story, the author A. tells how Mr. Bailey met the stranger. B. Explains why the stranger does not talk. C. Describes the 4 seasons of the year. Number 5. This story can best be described as an example of A. Informational writing, B. Instructional writing, C. Narrative writing. Number 6. Read this story sentence. The steam that rose from the hot food fascinated him, which is a synonym or a word that means the same for fascinated. A. Disgusted. B. Frightened. C. Attracted. Number 7. Which compound word from the story best fits in the sentence below? Mr. Bailey gave him, or the stranger, a blank, and with a little practice he learned to use it well. What did Mr. Bailey give the stranger to use and he learned it well? A. Tonight. B. A farmhouse. C. A pitchfork. 8. The mood of this selection suggests delight. B. Mystery. C. Happiness. Number 10. Mrs. Bailey felt a draft that made her shiver. Which choice has the same meaning as draft? A. An odd feeling. B. A flow of air. Or C. A mouse. Number 11. The stranger had grown less timid with each passing day. Which choice describes a person who is timid? Shy. B. Bold. C. Brave. Number 12. Farmer Bailey could not help noticing how peculiar the weather had been. Which choice has the same meaning as peculiar? A. Stormy. B. Unusual. C. Unchanging. What can be inferred from the story on page 312 when the author writes that shades of trees seemed so drab and ugly to the stranger? It would be much better, he thought, if all the trees could be red and orange. A. The stranger doesn't like dark colors. B. The stranger wanted to leave the Bailey farm. Or C. The stranger is not feeling well. Number 14. Which statement best describes what the author might think about the Bailey family? The author might believe A. The Bailey family is fearful or afraid of strangers. B. The Bailey family is very generous. C. The Bailey family is foolish for helping the stranger. Number 15. Pause this recording while you are working on number 15. Joe thinks the stranger is just a really good magician who wants to make people feel like they are losing their mind. Write a paragraph convincing Joe that you know who the stranger is and he does not have that personality. Use at least 3 details from the story. Topic sentence: I think the stranger is blank. Use 3 details to explain and support who you think the stranger is, and then a concluding sentence that summarizes what or who the stranger is. Number 16. Turn to text pages 320 to page 323, titled Autumn Poems. If you need me to read the poems to you on page 320 through 323, raise your hand and I will be right there. Otherwise, read the poems and then answer the following questions. Number 16. Which definition best describes the word depart as used in the lines of Falling Leaves? Falling leaves depart their trees in every sort of way. A. Cling to. B. Leave. C. Color. Number 17. In Canada geese, the sound of the beating of geese wings is compared to A. Lonely cries. B. A windy day. C. A padded drum. 18. In fall wind, which lines in each verse rhyme? A. The second and fourth lines. B. The first and second lines. C. The first and third lines. Number 19. The poem Falling Leaves mainly describes A. How leaves fall from trees in many ways. B. How leaves fall slowly from trees. C. How to catch falling leaves. Number 20. What do these poems tell the reader is generally true about autumn? A. It is very windy. B. Leaves fall from many but not all trees. C. It is not the season when geese migrate. When you finish, go back and check your answers. Let me know if you need any help in rereading anything.